Okay, I just want to give you a heads up on the trike scene, the transportation scene here in the Philippines, in case you haven't visited, to give you a feel for it. You'll notice that's a trike there. There's a mini bike. There's a trike with a carrying thing on the side for carrying goods. So, yeah, trikes. Let's start with trikes. I can't fit in them. There was only one place in the Philippines where I was comfortable, and that was in Bantayan, Bantayan, but Bantayan Island, north of Cebu, about 4-hour drive north, then a ferry, a little small town called Santa Fe. I could walk it, it's not big. There's water there, nice little beach area. Those trikes were great. I could fit me and another person, all my luggage, my guitar case, 12-string guitar. But, you know, it's not for me. If you're 6'4" or bigger or a little smaller, you're gonna have a hard time. I had a terrible experience in Pampanga, north of Manila, near about an hour from Angeles City. It was the smallest trike I ever in. There was no window, which is very unusual, so I couldn't see out. My head was pointed down, scrunched, looking at the guy's foot in the pavement for like 20 minutes. I can't stand that. We hit bumps, made me sick. And then, so I don't go into those. I'm very careful not to take a trike. If I do, it's 5 minutes. I'm not gonna take a long, and I'll get out. If I can't fit, I'll tell them, nope, can't do it. But I prefer Grab. It's like Uber. And a lot of the cities have it, not everybody. Where I'm at now, where I'm living, they don't have it. So I have to go to a big city to get it, and they won't go out of the city. They won't take me back to my place, even though it's 20 minutes up the street, like 20 minutes. They won't go. But Grab's in every major city, and they're good vans, you know, the cars and vans, and it's a good price. You can get the price before you even, through an app, before you pay for it. So I like Grabs, you know, vans and cars. There are taxis here that you can't pre-price. You can only not through an app, you can only pre-price them by asking them. Like if they're at the airport, how much does it cost to go here? And you show them and they'll tell you. And you can decide whether you want to pay that premium price or not. I've taken taxis. Sometimes it's the only thing I could do, but I make sure I agree on the price before they take me. It's okay to ask them. And some of them will get mad. You just stay calm and let them walk away and just wait for another person. The Grabs aren't that way at all. Grabs are pre-estimated on an app, but you can't do that with a taxi, but you're gonna need a taxi. The other great form of transportation is the nice buses out of the Manila airport. They run to Baguio, they run north, they run different directions to Clark. There are different van lines in the different regions. So in Manila, it's Genesis and Joy and Victory Liner and other things. There's executive buses where you can lay down. I don't like those. It's a little constricting for me. I don't like to lay down in a bus. But there's luxury buses that have big seats. And then there's just regular buses. They all have aircon, great aircon, mostly. There are buses in Samar that don't, but there are in Samar. That's an island south. But the buses are great. The prices are reasonable. But you got to get a bus that's a direct to your town you want to go to. If you get on a bus and they stop everywhere, it'll take almost twice as long, and it's going to be herky-jerky. You don't want that. Try to get a direct. Is this direct to non-stop? That's what I look for, the non-stops. So you can get those out of Manila Airport, Cebu. I think Cebu Airport. I'm not sure about Cebu Airport. I've been there several times, but I can't remember. I didn't take a bus out. I took a Grab out of there because I wasn't going far. If I'm going far, I like to get on a nice bus. And they're holiday cruisers. There's one here. I'm in Mindanao. There's Yellow Bus. It's a beautiful bus. We used to call them in college holiday cruisers when they drove us around to play baseball. They're nice buses. Aircon is good. And then you have the airlines, Cebu Pacific, you know, I use that a lot. But when you go to certain little boutique places, you might have to take Air Swift. They're propeller planes. You know, they land a little harder sometimes, but I don't prefer those, but they're fine. I've used them, maybe to go to Palawan, Coron, El Nido. But I prefer Cebu Pacific. I think I've been on Air Asia. They run here or out to Malaysia or other countries. But, you know, that's the wide range of transportation here. You got Trikes. I don't take the mini bikes for my own reasons. They got Trikes that are the sidecars. You got excellent air-conditioned vans, typically all over the Philippines. real good price. And you got Grab in most major cities, and then taxis, and you can rent a taxi or a Grab driver. You can talk to them, say how much would you like if you want to explore a city and have them take you places. How much for me to rent you for a half a day, and then you can pay a couple thousand pesos maybe, and buy them lunch, so you can get taken around. So you can ask them to do that too. But that's the transportation scene there here. I hope it gives you a feel. I've been over here before, and I specifically came one year to get experience traveling in different regions all over the Philippines, and it was a great experience. I was flexible. I learned a lot. I was in 3 typhoons, so I had 3 changes of plans. I stayed 5 extra days on Coron. They wouldn't fly. Cebu Pacific wouldn't fly out of there, and I was on another small island, and in another larger island. I got stuck there, and they will give Cebu Pacific, if it's a storm that cancels your flight, they will give you a credit, and you can apply that credit to getting the new flight. But that's what you're going to have to do. You might have to eat a little money. It might cost a little more, but that's the internal main airline, Cebu Pacific. But there you have it. I hope that helps.